Someone has built their entire identity on like lies and illusions, okay? And it's all coming crumbling down around them. I believe this is somebody that you were connected to. I don't believe this is you. It could be, Um, if it is, I say just go with it because this is probably what you need. But anyways, I feel like for some of you guys, it's because you finally either this happening is why you're cutting this individual off and pulling your power back taking your power back, or because you pulled your energy back from this individual and you're allowing people, like you stopped carrying their luggage, I guess, right? You're allowing them to be in the world on their own, I guess, because maybe like you were really good at like enabling them, right? Maybe you really covered for them like a lot, right? Tried to make them look good to others. Like they didn't realize, and even if you weren't intentionally doing that, which I feel like a lot of you were, you were helping to try to keep them looking in a good light. I feel like because you didn't want to look silly being with them. Like, and you're not the only one who's ever done that. Okay, so don't feel bad about that. But yeah, so you're fully pulling your energy back because I feel like you wanted to believe the lies that this person was, spewing for a long time. You wanted to believe the illusions. You wanted to believe that this person had a heart, right? And maybe they do. Maybe they do. But I feel like there's a lot of walls that need to crumble down around it. And this person has to have a lot of conversations with God. We'll just put it like that, right? They need to make their own peace as they move forward. It has nothing to do with you, okay? But I do feel like it was a really hard decision for you to make. I have to be honest, right? But it was like, I think that it got to feeling like I'm basically alone with this person anyways, like worse than being alone with them, right? Like, because I feel like you were being trained as well, and you were constantly looking, for the love and maybe even validation of this person loving you for a long time, right? And I feel like they would breadcrumb you. They would give you just enough to keep you wanting to be with them, keeping you in the position they wanted you to. And then, that's how it works though. They break down your boundaries little by little, and I feel like that's what happened. And pretty soon, you became a version of yourself you didn't even recognize anymore, right? Like, I feel like you felt a lot more colder and not so much. You weren't feeling the love. Let me just put it like that, right? It was starting to turn you into a different character. I have to be real. It was burdening you. It was stressing you, this relationship, right? It was giving you a lot of anxiety. I feel like even if you lived I think a lot of you guys did probably live with this person, right? Or even if you didn't, like every time they would even walk into a room or they would be getting ready to get home, like, I feel like your anxiety started. I feel it already. Like, it would get really ramped up. And maybe some of you guys still have a lot of anxiety even thinking about this individual, right? Because you're still healing as you're moving forward. But listen, you let go. You're walking away. You're leaving it behind. You made the hard choice to take the path. I feel like it was unknown to you, right? Because, it's something that maybe you haven't done before. Maybe, you were raised in an environment as well where, your mother, your father did the same thing that you were doing in this situation, right? Covering codependency is enabling, and a lot of us maybe were raised in different environments where our moral codes were, the loyalty and the not getting help, not telling, not speaking on what was really happening, right? And I just feel like you're breaking that, though. You're breaking it. You're not doing that. You're not going to be mental prisoner to this anymore, right? At all. This is definitely going to push you in and catapult you into a new version of yourself, right? Like, you're going to come out of this so much more stronger. I feel like you already are, okay? Like, I think that you definitely didn't feel attractive and confident in any of what you were doing, right? And this individual made sure of that. They didn't want you to feel like you were wanted by anyone else. They wanted to keep you mentally stuck and low. And this is male or female, you guys. Women do this to men too, just like men do it to women. So I just feel like I need to say that. But I don't know. I mean, if you're just leaving this situation, I feel like you are going to be stepping into a period of like solitude, introspective, timing, like, it was 4 for 4 right there, self-reflection as well. But this is all, meant for that. Like, this is what you need to go through, in order for you to level up and move on and heal, right? Like, give yourself the time to heal. Do not leave, what do they say? To get over one, get under one. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, first of all, there's just too much going on out there in the world that you could be catching doing that, first of all. And not just like medically, let's talk about spiritually as well. I feel like maybe you don't understand how much of yourself you gave to this individual. And I feel like there is a time needed for you to completely separate energies, so where you're not feeling this individual. And let me tell you, if you're highly intuitive, you will feel things. And some of you guys, you went through this to become aware of what you're, to become aware of what it is you have, your own giftings, your own talents, your intuitive abilities. Some of you guys are psychics. Some of you guys are mediums, right? Some of you guys are prophets. It is what it is. But I feel like, first of all, just be proud of yourself, okay? And I feel like as this person's life is falling apart, you need to fight the urge to try to go in and make it better for them, because they're going to want you to. They're going to beg you to. They're going to try to pull on your heartstrings to get you back in. They want to impress that guilt upon you, because guilting you, making you feel guilty, has worked for so long, right? And that's something that you will work through, as you get away from this. But it's using that emotional intelligence and not giving in, okay? Because you did nothing wrong. You have nothing to feel guilty over. You're taking control of your own life, right? You've given somebody enough chances within your reality, right? You've seen what they will do to you. They've caused you nothing but chaos and stress and just drama. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who just lost their sense of self with this individual. So you're definitely on the right track, okay? And some of you guys are way further away from this than others, and congratulations. For those of you that are fresh, though, it will get better, I promise you. I mean, at first it does. It feels like a piece of you is being, ripped, right? Because that's all you've known, and you're so trauma bonded to that situation and the idea of that being your person, right? So you have to allow your brain time, at least 30 days or more, to rewire, to accept the fact that that isn't the plan anymore, right? This is going to be something else now, and maybe even being open. Like I said, don't run into another situation because you don't want to face yourself. I mean, you could do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you want to do. But that's my suggestion from what I've learned in my life. I ran into one relationship to the next, right? Before God finally sat me down, and now I'm in a relationship with myself. And that's the best one I've been in. But really, you got to give yourself that time to heal, or you're going to find a worse monster than the one you were just with. Seriously. It was just it was a more exaggerated version of the first one I was with, right? Anyways, it does. You will just keep meeting the same people in different bodies. So I have Scorpio, I have Pisces. Who are we talking about? These can be you, them. Libra, Leo. Just give yourself time and be easy on yourself. Aries, what you went through changed your brain chemistry. It changed the way you view yourself and you view reality in general, okay? This person did a number on you. Give yourself time to heal, okay? Please. You deserve it. You deserve it, Taurus. Again, it can be any sign. I just, clarify for some people, they prefer to have a sign so they know that it's their message specifically. But anyways, you guys, I hope this reaches, I know it will reach the person it needs to. And the rest of you that are just vibing here, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys all. I appreciate all the support you guys have been showing me. And yes, I'm grateful to be here on your healing journey. Bye.